I have worked with data recovery and system architectures for a long time, and there is an uncomfortable truth about our technology that most people completely ignore, because the reality is deeply unsettling. We live under the comforting illusion that when we delete a file, empty the recycling bin, or run a factory reset on an old phone, that data is pushed out of existence. It feels like a clean slate. It is completely fake. A client recently brought me a hard drive that had been heavily struck with a hammer. The outside chassis was dented and broken, and the owner was completely confident that whatever secrets were on that drive were dead. It took me less than an hour to pull 100% of the raw data off that disk. Why? Because the internal magnetic platters, the actual soul of the drive, were completely untouched by the superficial damage. But the logical side is even stranger. When you delete a file or format a drive, the computer does absolutely nothing to the file itself. It just deletes the file's entry in the index mapping layer, essentially ripping the table of contents out of a massive book. The pages themselves, containing your private documents, old photos, saved accounts, and browser history, remain completely intact on the physical silicon or disk. They are just sitting there in a state of digital limbo, hidden from view, but entirely readable by anyone using basic consumer forensic tools. Worse, on modern solid-state drives and smartphones, standard software wiping protocols and multi-pass overwrites frequently fail because of internal wear-leveling algorithms. Data fragments hide in hidden or over-provisioned sectors that software-driven commands can't even see. The software tells you the drive is completely blanked, but underneath, the physical blocks are still holding onto the data. Unless a device is subjected to extreme chemical destruction, intense degaussing, or a native hardware-level cryptographic firmware purge that completely destroys the encryption keys inside the silicon chip, your data never truly dies. Think about every old phone, laptop, or USB drive you have sold, recycled, or thrown in the trash over the last decade. You might think they are blank, but they are still out there right now, holding a perfect, persistent copy of your past life, just waiting for someone to look.